Red Hat Pirates here with the best Doflamingo deck list in One Piece TCG 8.5. This deck list has 9-drop Sanji and 9-drop Mihawk, just like the previous deck list, but we did make some adjustments just to provide for a little bit more consistency. So we now have 4 Sengokus and 1 Perfume Femur, and then we added in the 2 Gravity Blades, and we dropped the Mihawk to 1. So we have 2 of this and 1 of this. The Sengoku can search out the Perfumes or the Mihawks. So the rest of the deck is pretty standard. 4 Weevils, 4 Peronas, 4 Crocs, 4 Jinbeis, 4 of the Geckos to get stuff out of trash, 4 of the Mihawks 2K counter, and then we got 3 of the new Croc and then 3 of the Law. You could do 2 and 4. This is a really good card, but this card's strong too. And then we run 2 of the Buggies, 2K counter, and then 4 Boas, and then we have 2 of the Teach. Any more than 2, it just feels a little. It just feels bad. You want to see it early. If you don't see it early, it's okay. It's not a make or break kind of thing. Then we got 2 Red Rocks to take care of the annoying Bonnies, mainly Kids and Bonnie. And then 2 of the Gravity Blades, great in the mirror. And then speaking of great in the mirror, this Mihawk's great in the mirror, but this is also really good into the Purple Luffy. Takes care of the 7-drop Kid if he has it, or even the 7-drop Luffy Taro. So let's get into some matches. We have multiple high elo ranked matches with multiple matches being top 100 players in the One Piece sim. I'll be going over my gameplay, giving tips in several different matchups to make you a better Doflamingo player. Let's get in them. Alright, here we go. We're going to go Sengoku. Probably grab the Teach. That way we can set up a few Jinbei plays. So we have the Jinbei Crocs. He's swinging 8 into us. We're probably just going to use this trigger. Yeah, why not? Get rid of that Momo. Now we have a Jinbei Weevil play, which is even better than the Crocs. We'll go ahead and do that. Swing 8 at lead. Jinbei into that. He's going to take, obviously. And then we have a Jinbei and we have a Boa now for our future play. And we still have teachability, so we're looking really good. We're going to counter out of the banish, obviously. Alright, so now here we're going to swing. We'll swing 7. We're going to swing 7 here. And then we'll probably swing 7 again with Jinbei. And then we can still use teachability off of the other Jinbei and then play out the Boa. Yep, there we go. Boom, boom. Then we get 3 7s. We get a Boa out. Next turn we'll draw into Boa. And then also have a Weevil that we can cheat out if we need to. Which we shouldn't need to. This one's looking like it's over already. So 5, we're not going to take that. No, we're not going to take that. He can swing a nail, that's fine. Yeah, he knows it's over, so we'll go next. Alright, here we got the mirror. The mirror match. We got a Perona. This doesn't look great, but we have to keep it because otherwise we'd be gambling. But this isn't good. By no means is that the greatest start, but at least we see the Gravity Blade, and we'll just cheat out a Crocodile and pull it into nothing. We could have bottom decked it, but then it would have been just a straight gamble. Plus, we do see the Gravity Blade, so we may end up using the Grav. Alright, so we'll go ahead and swing 7, cheat that out. We'll have Perona for the next turn. He'll swing 8 into that. We'll take it. Or give it, I should say. So now we're on 5 down. We could bounce back his Weevil. And that's probably what we're going to do. Bounce back our Perona, bounce back his Weevil. We'll play Perona first. That's pretty smart, yeah. And now we see that we have the Sanji Mihawk play here. So we'll be on 7 down next turn. We're not cheating anything out. So we're just going to draw into the Grav Blade, clear his board, and then we'll be able to Sanji into Mihawk and clear something else again. So now we just know that, hey, we just got to bounce that back to hand and kind of survive. Just to stall it a little bit. And now we see he only has 2 Ks, or he didn't want to give up his 1 Ks. One of the two. Alright, so he plays out the Boa, which is fine. The Boa's dead next turn. So we're just stalling for a Sanji Mihawk play. We'll take this as soon as he decides where to throw that down. Yeah, we'll definitely take this. Okay, and then we will go, yep, right into Grav Blade, get rid of both Boas. Then we'll just swing 5-5. He took that one too, which is kind of surprising. Alright, so we know he has puddings because he used one. He's swinging 7. We could counter out of this. I think we will. Yeah, let's counter out of that. And then he'll swing his 5. We can counter out of that too. And then we will go right into our big play. So now we can swing 5 twice, and then we can Sanji into Mihawk and clear something else. So he gives that one up. We Sanji into Mihawk, clear that, and now he's in trouble now. Now we literally have 2 9s on board, so we pretty much have a Grav Blade every turn. That's what it feels like. Well, once he swings, at least. Yep. So he'll swing. We could counter out of this, but we don't. We could have. He would have swung again, obviously, with leader back into it, so we knew we would have had to give it. And then we hit the trigger, and we'll just get rid of that. And now we know, hey, let's just swing 9 into Boa, or 10 into Boa. He'd have to give him multiple cards up, yeah. And then 9 into the Jinbei. And then we'll play Sengoku, draw up that, yep. Now we got something to bounce his other one back to hand. We're just not giving him anything to swing with. We bounced the Jinbei, but it's got to take Don to use it, and we're not giving nothing to swing with. And now we can also cheat out the Weevil. So we took all his swings from him. He's only got leader swing now, unless he wants to swing Perona and commit Don. So he uses the Gravity Blade and to teach into that. That was a pretty good play. We'll counter out here. We don't want to take too many hits. And yeah, he just quits. I think it was a little premature, but he was going. He had that. We had that one. He was losing that. Here we have Katakuri. We'll go Perona. Yeah, we'll set it up to where we draw out the Boa, and then we can cheat out the Jinbei. We have a Gravity Blade and a Mihawk. We'll deploy that to there, and then the next turn, if he kills whatever we kill or whatever we counter with, we can get it right back with our Gecko play. So he's going to kill the Boa, yep, and then he'll swing into that. We'll save that. And then we can grab our Boa right back. Start off with a 7 swing. Then we'll go 8. Or no, we'll go 7. That way we can Sengoku afterwards. Yep. And then see what he does here. He counters that one, okay, with 2 2Ks. That's nice. And then we get another Jinbei, so now we can Jinbei into Boa the following turn. You just want to go as wide as you can in Katakuri. Like if you're, it's sometimes it can be hard to get wide because he has so many triggers in life. So you just if you see Jinbei, you just take it because you need to get wide. And then you obviously you want to counter out of your board. You want to protect the board. Even though it took 2 2Ks to protect my board, I still protected it because see he's gonna KO something anyway. So his cards have those type of effects. So now we will Jinbei into Boa, and we'll be able to cheat out a Weevil. We were wishing that it would have been nice if the Mihawk was up in there and obviously the Sanji right there, but it's okay. So we know that we don't have that set up. There's no way to set it up. We'll swing 7 into board. He'll take. We'll swing 7 at that. And then we'll just get the Weevil out. And we're really wide right now. He'll probably hit a trigger. And he didn't. Good for us. He'll swing 5. We'll just block. Then he's going to swing 7. And we'll counter that. We're not giving him anything. We're going to force him to use his cards to take our board. If he swings at life, he can have it. But if he's swinging at board, we're not giving it up. So here we are. We're like, yeah, we're just going to go 7. He'll blow something up, but, I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. He can Nami trigger if he wants. At least we know he can't blow up the boa. If he does blow up the boa, then he's leaving us with attacks. And he's thinking about it. Let's see what he does. See what he does. Yeah, these are all ranked games against high elo opponents, like top 100. 7. Yep, we'll go right back in there. It's fine. And then we're just going to swing big, or continue to swing. We're going to swing everything we can. Alright, so now he's on no life. Probably going to be a mom play is what we're assuming. We can't, unfortunately, we can't protect our board here. We went for game last turn just to see if we could get it, but we figured that even in the event we don't, we have this turn, as long as he doesn't hit a big trigger. And if he does, then we still have Grav Blade or probably Bouncer. Bouncer would have been a decent play if I had to, just to get him down to 3 swings instead of multiple. So we beat him, and here we got Zoro. I don't think you're going to see it as much Zoro, but here and there you will see it. This guy's been climbing with him, obviously, and ranked, because it matches me up against higher elo opponents. So, but if you're having problems with Zoro, then just watch this one. It does take a little bit, because it's just going to be like repeating clearing each other's board. So you're going to try to clear Zoro's board repeatedly to the best of your ability. It's not as hard to do with. It's not as hard to do with Dofi now, because you have the law bouncer. So we're able to, like here, we're going to be able to swing into bear and then bounce that the other chopper right back in. So that's what we're looking at right now. We were thinking about doing it with Teach, but I don't think we do with Teach, because we didn't want to give him a target to swing into, and we wanted to keep Teach. So we can actually sing Goku and Perona here to set up our following turn and still use Teach ability. And we see Grav Blade, we're like, yeah, that's going to come in handy. We see Gecko come in handy if we lose something. And then we also have the Boa, so. We were just mathing a little bit to see when we would want what. So yep, we're going to law bounce while simultaneously killing the bear. We'll bounce probably our, I don't know, we can bounce our Perona. Yeah. We could have went either way that way. We could have bounced Sengoku or Perona, but Perona at least will set up additional turns. He's going to swing 7. We will not give it. We'll just give the Perona. We lose it. It's okay. I think we still have a Moria. If we really need a Perona, we can get it back. Plus we have Boa, so we're just forcing him to use Don to play cards, and he's not really able to swing, which is what we want. So now we can play something out, and we can still use teachability to get something else out. So we'll play that out, and then we can't really draw into any 2Ks, but at least we know that, hey, we'll have another Boa the following turn if we want one, and we can get our Gravity Blade immediately. Now we can swing 6 into 4 and force him to come out 2 cards out of hand. And he does. And then we're just like, yeah, now we're just going to kill this thing. Now that, yeah. So we might have been debating on swinging that again, the teach, and we could have there, but we decided not to. And now we got him he's in a bad position still. He's not in a great one. He's not in a great one because he's not able to put anything on board. We'll give him the Law Bouncer because we can get the Law Bouncer back with Gecko. And we know we got Grav Blade coming up as well. So we know we'll be in a decent position here still. So now I'm assuming he's got a Zoro or a Kid to play out here. That's what I was thinking he was going to be doing. He does play out the Zoro. We'll take it. Now we got 2 Geckos. Alright, and we get the Grav Blade here, so we can run that and we can still cheat something out. And then get something, we can cheat out one of the Geckos and still grab something from trash. I believe that's what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm thinking right now. Yep, Grav Blade, yep, the choppers. Get rid of those. Use that. Ooh, or we can, yeah, so we can throw that top and we can get back a Law if we want one. And when we need to swing that Sengoku in, I mean, yeah, the 3 into the 3. I was thinking it was Sengoku. I was thinking the duck was a 2, but he's not. Now we can grab 2K or we can grab a Law Bouncer. We grab the 2K. And then we can just swing 6 at life, grab another 2K out of hand. I honestly assumed he would take that as his first hit. I think it was probably a bad decision for him not to take it. And we'll counter out of this. If he wants that, then he's going to have to swing his Zoro into it, and he doesn't. Plays out the Luffy. He gets that. That's fine. And then he plays out that, and he'll get that too. But so we have Mihawk, and we can Mihawk that Luffy right down immediately. Especially if we're able to kill that. Yep. And then Mihawk that, and then we'll swing 7 right into that. Guarantee it's out, and get a boa out. So we go down to no cards, but we don't care. We cleared his entire board again. And put out a Mihawk with a boa. So all we're focused on is board clear. He didn't have much to play. He didn't have no hand size either. And now we're just going to get back that into the cards. I think we do move Perona right there. Because I don't think we need the perfume right now. Or we may end up moving the Gravity Blade just in case. But I honestly, we're not going to need that either. I don't believe. We could have done it a couple different ways. It looks like I think we do the Gravity Blade just to be safe. Yeah, just in case. And then we can swing 5 at life. We can go 5 at life again. And he does hit on the, he had the event. We go 6 at life this time. I think he pulls the event out again. He does. Hits on another event out of life. And then we can go 7 and cheat out that. That's what the plan was. Throw Grav Blade back up top. And now we have a 1K counter and Grav Blade for next turn. If we need it. And then he's going to swing 5 into 5. I think we're going to counter this. If we do, like, he's going to kill Mihawk, but he's going to kill Mihawk anyways, to be fair. I mean, maybe he would have used one more Don to do so, but it's okay. So, he gets rid of Mihawk, and then he goes 5 into 5. Gets rid of both of those. Now he's got Kid Killer. He'll probably swing into Teach. He does. But remember, we got Gravity Blade coming up, so we ain't really worried. So now we have Grav Blade. We know we can get rid of those, and we know we still have We still have swing. Yeah. Well, I think we swung into leader first because we wanted to see if he had counter. Because if he didn't have counter, then we would consider going for game. But now we can just go 5 into 4. He'll lose that, and then we'll grab blade, and we'll go next. He's got 1 card, 2 life. He is able to. I mean, he's stalling the game out a little bit, but really it doesn't matter because we're Dofi and he's Zoro. At the end of the day, he can't really stall out much. So, we were looking at, hey, do we want to do this into that? I think we can Gecko into Moria and probably still pull out a law out of trash if we have one in there. I don't know if we do or not. We have to look. But I think we just swing into that kid. Yeah, because I don't think we had a law in trash. So I think we swing into kid, we kill kid, and then we're going to swing 7 and cheat out something. Yep, we're going to swing 7 into kid, and then we swing 8 into life. Or 2. Or technically, we only have to swing 7 in life. It doesn't really matter either way because we don't have nothing to do with the Don. And then we can do that and that, and just grab a 2K probably, or yeah, just grab a 2K because we know we have 2 law bouncers already coming. And then he's going to go ahead and swing 7 into that. That's his. It's fine. We know we have this wrapped up in the following turn. So whatever blocker he plays out is gone. If he has one. Any choppers he plays just disappear. Okay, we swing 7 at life. We know he has to take, and then we're just going to swing the rest at life, and we know he loses after that, so that's a game. We're just going to cheat something out for the hell of it, just to show him that, hey, even if you had something, we were going to bounce it. And then we go into Purple Luffy. Going into Purple Luffy against Ant. He's up there with Purple Luffy. He's been playing well with him. So we'll grab the Mihawk because we know we can kill the Eustace kid and we know we can kill the Luffy. So if he plays Eustace, we got that. If he plays the Luffy Taro, we know it kills that too. And we got 2 law bouncers. We're looking okay here. We go into that. We grab out we hit on the Weevil. Now we have a Perona as well. Got a pretty good hand size already. And yeah. So we'll go ahead and in turn here. And he's going to play out the Bond, and then he's going to swing 7. We'll counter that for sure, and then we'll probably just end up bouncing the Bond back to his hand. Yeah, we'll grab Jinbei off of that. That was a really good little search. We could have Perona'd there too, and we would have been setting pretty good off the Perona since there was 2 Jinbeis up there. But we chose the Sengoku, and then we were going to Perona if we needed to. But we hit on the Jinbei, so now we can Jinbei into Law and bounce that back into his hand. We just want to take. We don't want him to have any extra swing. The only swings we want him to have are with Luffy, because we know that he is able to get wide, and if Luffy gets wide, he's wide with pretty big bodies. So now he did play down the kid, so we know that we have that. We're able to kill that. We'll give him the law bouncer because we know he doesn't have much else we can bounce. Because most of his blockers are 5 costs. So we're looking here. I think we just end up swinging. Yeah, we were doing a little bit of math, so we can go like 6, and then we can technically do 6 again, and then we can swing 8s. I think we're Perona first. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and leader ability it up. Put that over there. grab another 2K out, and then we have a 6 and a 7. We were considering 8s there, but I don't think he had any. I think based on what he was giving me and what he was throwing out, I think he threw out a 2K on one of those early ones. And now he either has this or he don't. He does not have that. Okay. Now it's on him. What's he gonna do? The next turn we know that, hey, we can KO one of these Eustace kids. We can KO this Eustace kid. Or if he plays Luffy Taro, we consider that. We'd probably just do Eustace kid, though. He's a lot more important since he gives him 1K. So basically he's RP Luffy. And now he's gonna have plus 2K on top of that. Yeah. So he's a 7K leader right now. We know he's gonna be able to swing his leader as well. So we'll just give him. He'll get one card of his choice, pretty much. That's fine. And now instead of swinging into him, which we typically would do right here, but he's plus 2K, and so we're not gonna swing into that. We don't want to climb into that. Instead, we're just gonna go ahead and play Mihawk here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and we'll go to next. We'll pass turn. Give him another turn. Now we have a big swing, so we know we can kill his Eustace kid if we need to. If we're not able to clear him for whatever reason. He does go Mom. Gives himself a health, puts one on the bottom of mine. It's fine. We'll take. Alright. So here he's on 6, so I think we start this off by swinging 8 and just seeing what he does. We just want to see if he takes or if he can counter. Yep. See if he gives us multiple counters or if he takes this. Let's see what he does. He was typing to me for a minute. Alright. He's typing about that Mihawk. Alright, yeah, he does take it. So now we're going to swing. So we're going to swing 8 again now. Because we'll be able to swing 8 again, and then we still have a leader. Yep. Go ahead and swing 8. See if he has the counter for this one. And he does. That's fine. So we know we can swing 8 again and use leader ability. Or no, we don't use leader ability because we want to be able to put that. If he takes this, we're going to put the extra one on Mihawk and then finish this game. And he didn't take it. That's fine. So now we'll put it on Mihawk and we'll swing into Kid to get rid of his additional 1K. Or take 2 cards if he hits to give us, and he did give us the last 2 cards. So we know he doesn't have much to play now. We got large hand, full board. He's got 1 life. We got all of ours. Well, pretty much all of ours. He will be able to clear some of the board. But we have a Sengoku standing, so like literally no matter what he does this turn, he can't get rid of my Sengoku. So it's lost. Then we got another Purple Luffy. Go back to back into Purple Luffy's. Another high ranked Purple Luffy. So we're just Jinbeiing into boas here. That's typically not what you want to do, but we didn't have much of a choice. You really want to, if you're using the teach ability, you're wanting to go up cards still because you're going down so many cards. So you want to do it into Weevil typically. But we had double Jinbei Boa, so we're just going to go as wide as we can. And here, because of how Teach is actually strong, like this is the turn he's really strong on. Technically, I could play out Jinbei Boa and still get Crocodile on board because of Teach ability. I wouldn't do that because it'd be playing bodies over top of bodies. But in an instance where I I was low on board or whatever, I could get out 3 bodies right there. Now we're just looking at it. What we want to draw in. We'll swing 5, and then we'll swing probably with Boa, I'm imagining. Yeah, we're going to swing Boa here, and then we can swing 7. Alright. He had to take some of those early shots. That's a lot of shots for Luffy to take early. He gets his Eustace Kid out. We're just going to we'll counter out of that, and then he can either swing his blocker or not, and he elects not to. So we know we have teach ability, but we don't really need to use it. So we're like, we're just mathing a little bit, and we're going to start swinging. So we'll swing 6, then we'll go another 6, and then we can probably go another 6, or we can go 8. Yeah, we're going to go 6 first, and then into our 8s. Because, like, we seen that he was the counter. We seen that he was struggling with counter. Because he was giving up like 2Ks. Yep, and then he took that. And then we'll swing 6 again. Because we know he had blocker. So we get another counter out of hand, then we get blocker. We thought maybe he's really low on counter because of the shots that he took. So we were like, we might be able to just end this thing. But we know that we have it ended this turn. There's nothing he can do. He has no blocker up now. He has nothing. Because he had to give it to us last turn. And that's game. So Purple Luffy, pretty easy. Here we got Nami. So placing top. We didn't see what we really wanted to see early, but we did get a Perona. There's no gene base, so we're not able to go as wide as we want to, as fast as we want to. So we're just looking through the hand real quick. Alright. So he goes to 1 Don. We're assuming we'll probably be able to connect with him only having 1 Don. So we can play out the teach here and then, yep, go right into the Weevil. Swing 7. He's going to go up to 7. We're assuming he still takes this unless he wants to start throwing his 2K counters out or his actual cards. Because he has no Don. Nami matchup is it's relatively simple once you start understanding like Nami in general. Yeah, see, he throws a 2K. So you just want to swing 5s. So in Nami, the whole goal is to swing 5s. You swing whatever her base is. If she goes up to 6, you swing your 6s. So here we're just going to continue to go as wide as possible. We'll play that out. We can give it to him technically because we know we still have teachability, so we can get another card on board. So we'll swing 7. We'll swing 7 again. And now we have a full board and we know we can start going wide. We know we can swing 5. We know we can start swinging 5s. Is what I mean, not wide. We are wide. Alright. So we're in a race basically. We're racing against turn 6. So we're going to start off with 5 swing. Yep. And he goes up to the 6, so now we swing 6s. He goes up to 7, so now we add a Don and swing 7. And then he took 1, and we're like, you know what? We're going to swing 7, and then we're going to swing 7 again. Yep. Boom, boom. So we just swung all. We matched him. We matched exactly what he was. And then we're not going to give him any board, obviously. Now we'll start this next turn off after he finishes this one, and we'll go right back into swinging 5. Right back into those 5 swings as soon as he finishes. So he's got a full Nami board, which is whatever. Yeah, so we'll swing 5. We'll add 2 down to teach, swing 5 again, as long as he doesn't pop up his ability to 1K. Okay. Go right back into a 5. And then we'll add 3 to Perona too if we have to. Yep. Boom. Right to Perona. Swing 5. And then here we could swing 7 3 times. Or we could swing a 5 again. Yep, there we go. Still 5s. And he takes that 5. And he's still got 3 down. That's why we were like, we'll go. Yeah, so we just elected to go 5 7 9, which is actually smarter than swinging 7 3 times. Because he can get to 9K relatively easy as long as he has a Don for it. But we know he'll be able to do that probably one time. So he could probably do it here. And then he would take the 9K swing still. Unless he still has counter cards in his hand, which he does. We know he has a 2K in his hand because he pulled it off from his board. So yep, he went up 9K and then he pulled a 2K, but we're gonna swing 9. He's got 1 Don. He had to take it. So we're setting really good now, and we know we are. We're not giving him that. He is going through his hand pretty fast. This is a very high ranked Nami. He's got over a 3 billion bounty. Very high ranked Nami. Because he literally you're typically racing against turn 6, and he's very close to being able to. He's very close to getting to the point of being able to mill out. So we're going to swing 5. He's got 16 cards. Swing 6. He bounces up. We'll swing 6 again. Right now we're counting out what we can do. We just want more swings because we see that he still has 4 Don up, so we're still going to just swing wide. He goes 10. Still has 3 Don up. We're like, yeah, we're just going to go for it now. He does bounce it to 10. And then I think he actually ends up having this. Because he has the cards that he pulled from his board, but he'd have to play them. But no, he ended up using his Don, so he got to keep his cards in his hand. Which is going to help him because he's very close to milling out, but he's very low on hand size in general. So normally you do win on that last swing right there, and you want to win right there. But he's so low in hand size at the same time that we have him. I think we have him at least. And then he swings 9 at me. So yeah. Yeah. And he knows he lost. He could only do 1 9K block. Alright, and then we go into Luffy here. Old black Luffy. Well, Perona, we set up our Jinbei plays. Looks like we're going to be able to go wide relatively fast. We're happy with that. We're Jinbeiing into that croc, so we had to account for that. That's why Jinbei's at the end of that after that. So we're going to use that. Go right into the croc. Confirm that. Now, the only bad thing with the hand that we currently have is we don't have the cards we want to play off of Jinbei. Technically, we're going to have to play that croc right there, and it's not the greatest, but you can't really complain. You're going wide against Luffy really fast, so we can swing 5, we can swing 7, and then we can swing 7 again, get another Jinbei out into that croc. So we got a full board, which is nice. It's always nice to get a full board really fast against Luffy. And then we'll be able to counter out of this one because we're going to protect our board. Actually, we may not because, I think we're mathing the Don that it's going to take for us to swing 7s. And then do we really want to give up and go to 1 card? So we decide not to. And then we could have played the boa, but now we're like, nah, we're not playing the boa. We're going to weevil into that, and then we'll have a gecko play. We don't really need a blocker right now, so we're not worried about it. So we're going to swing 5. We could actually still play the boa if we wanted to get out 2 more cards, but we don't need to. So we want to swing. We're trying to get him down because you don't want the game to drag on against Luffy. You really have to swing because as it gets later game, you're in jeopardy of losing. Try not to drag games on too long when you're Dofi. And that's if it's the mirror, you can drag it out and be fine. But outside of the mirror, you don't really want to drag. And then he gives 2. We'll swing 7 again. Gives the blocker. It's fine. We're going to swing all 9. Yep, and we get it. He's done. Here we got a mirror match. So this is where, if we need to, we know we can drag this game out. The other ones, you don't want to drag them out. Alright, so we have Perona. We're just going to go in with this first because we knew we couldn't play Perona out and have the Don to go blind, so we went blind. Hit the basic croc, which is fine. Alright, so he's able to go wide relatively quick. He's going to swing into that. We're not giving him nothing yet. Now we know that we can Jinbei into Law and bounce that Boa back. So we need to slow this game down a little bit because he's going wide pretty fast. So we'll look to see what we got. We can set up our cards real quick. And then we'll go right into Law, bounce our Perona back, get that out of there, and then swing 5 at life twice. So he's effectively got 2 swings now. See what he has in store for us. If he kills anything, we do have a gecko technically that we can get something back with. If he swings that Jinbei as a 5, then we can counter out with a Perona. Yep. And we can get a Perona back too if we need one. So he hits on that, hits on a Jinbei on top of that, and then into a Weevil. So he's got a really nice little hand going. And we got to find a way to slow this game down a little bit. So we know we already have that set up. So we'll use it. And then we can throw one top. Whatever we're not going to use this turn. We're not going to use a Sengoku. And here we could have done 2 things. We could have swung 5 and then 5 again and get it. Or we could have went 7 and 7. Now we know that we can play out Weevil though. Get our Sengoku back. That's fine. We're okay. It was a little bit greedy hitting that 5 twice, but it paid off if we would have killed one of them, and we did kill one of them. So then he's going to swing 7. We're looking at Don. We're thinking maybe Grav Blade. We're not sure yet. So we take that one. Swing 7 again. We'll go ahead and give it to him. We know we have all 1Ks in our hands, so we're like, yeah, we're gonna give right this minute. And we'll take that too. It's fine. So we go back to down to nothing, down to 0. Now we got to think about this. We can sing Goku here, or we can Perona, or we can Boa, and we can still Gecko technically and get something back if we really want to. So we'll start it off with a Sengoku, grab the Jinbei. Now we know we have a Jinbei play with Jinbei Boa, but we'll Perona first because we're like, what's up here? Yep, okay. And we'll Gecko. We'll be able to Gecko now. and get back one of our law bouncers. Or a 2K. So we go 8 into it, and then we'll just grab out the 2K. Okay. So we were able to go Jinbei into Boa, get the Gecko out, go into a 2K, which is fine. There's a few different plays we could have done, but we went with that one to get a blocker out. Because he does have a decent board right now. But we got a good hand size now. He could start swinging into us and then try to set up a pudding. He could. I'm assuming he'll start off with his Weevil, probably add one Don to it, right? And then swing into Gecko. But he doesn't. He went ahead and did that. Got rid of my Boa immediately. And then he bounces back that. So he's law bouncing my stuff back, and then he does pudding me. But it was fine. We weren't stressing the pudding, because we did counter out of the one. So I did mess up our Grav Blade, so we know we don't have Grav Blade now, but we do know that we have Mihawk. And Mihawk's not bad. So we could play Mihawk here, and probably still kill Jinbei. So we'll swing 5 into Jinbei. He's like, nah, we'll swing 6 into Jinbei. See what happens. He does give us a 2K, but still, I'm thinking probably play Mihawk still here. We could Jinbei into Boa and give it all to Sengoku and then still kill it, and we'll have 2 on board. But then if he Grav Blades me, I just lose it all. Or we can just Mihawk, pop that, and then we know whatever he swings with next turn is dead. And that's what we elected to do. But there were 2 good plays to be made. But now we have a Jinbei Boa for the following turn, which is really nice. And he was like that. He was insanely shocked to see Mihawk, especially since it's high elo play too. So like these guys are used to seeing literally repeat of the exact same Dofi list. Like, but I don't run that. I don't need it. I actually really like the Sanji Mihawk. I think there's a it's really good into a lot of matchups. So we'll take that. And then we know, hey, he's swinging 5 here. We'll take that one. That's fine. We'll give you a 2K on that one. We're not going to take too many of them. And now we know. We're like, hey, we can swing that Mihawk into that Weevil and end that immediately. I'm sure that's what we're going to do. Yep. And then we got Jinbei into Law, possibly. And we can bounce back Perona. And then play out Perona. We could do that. We could go Jinbei into Boa, but yep, we do the Law play, okay. And then we'll bounce back the Perona. And then we'll just play out the Boa instead, which is fine too. Gives us a blocker and we still got a big swing left. Here we were debating, I believe, on putting Tudon on the Sengoku and swinging into Pudding and then just swinging into Jinbei, but we just said, nah, we'll just play it out, it's fine. We were just thinking maybe we could full clear board minus Teach, but it's all good. So now he grabbed Blades. That was a good move. And then he whiffs on his blind. He did go blind. We won't go blind. We'll go, yep, Jinbei, draw 2K next turn. Actually, we'll draw a 2K this turn because we're doing Jinbei into Weevil. So we'll swing 7. We'll go ahead and swing the 9. And then we'll just swing big because why not? And now we got a 2K. We know we're drawing into a Sengoku. So he's looking in trouble now. He started off, his hand started off a little bit better than mine, and he was able to go wide faster than me, but it turned around really quickly. And the Mihawk drop's a pretty big drop because it just guarantees I can get rid of something every turn, including the turn on which it's played. So he goes into a Weevil. And then he probably pulled the boa off of that, I'm assuming, which is a good pull. Because now he's able to use, well, he doesn't leader ability. He must not have liked what he's seen with the boa. Or he just rather swing with the pudding. Oh, no, he used teachability. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, and then he's going to bounce. Okay. Now we're like, yeah, we just got to go face here, so we know we can swing 9s. We can go 9. We'll swing that as a 9 first before we attach any Don, see what he does. He gives us the blocker, so we're like, hey, he might be in trouble, so we'll swing 9. And then we're like, yep, we got this. And he's done. GG. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching all the way through. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do go live on YouTube and on Twitch, so if you use either of those platforms, be on the lookout for that. I pretty much go live daily on here. And we do a lot of Doflamingo games, and we do live ranked games as well. Don't be playing me in ranked and cheating. And Red Hat Pirates, out.